For decades, the world believed that oil was the ultimate strategic resource. Nations rose and fell based on their access to petroleum. Wars were fought over pipelines, shipping lanes, and energy reserves. Today, another resource is quietly replacing oil as the foundation of global power. It doesn't flow through pipelines or fuel combustion engines. Instead, it powers artificial intelligence, quantum computing, satellites, smartphones, autonomous vehicles, and every modern data center on Earth. Surprisingly, this technological revolution begins with one of the oldest materials on the planet: sand. Not just any sand, but exceptionally pure quartz found in only a handful of geological formations around the world. This is the story of silicon sands, where ancient deserts have become the foundation of the digital age. At first glance, sand appears to be one of Earth's most common resources. Beaches, deserts, and riverbeds contain trillions of tons of it. Yet the sand used to manufacture advanced semiconductors is entirely different. Most ordinary sand contains impurities that make it unsuitable for producing the ultra-pure silicon required by modern electronics. Semiconductor manufacturing demands quartz of exceptional chemical purity, often exceeding 99.99% silicon dioxide, before processing even begins. This distinction transforms an apparently abundant material into a highly strategic resource. Only certain geological environments produce quartz of sufficient quality for semiconductor production. These deposits formed over millions of years under unique geological conditions involving heat, pressure, and mineral separation. The result is exceptionally pure quartz, capable of becoming the foundation of the world's most advanced electronics. The journey from desert rock to artificial intelligence begins at the mine. Large quartz deposits are carefully extracted before undergoing crushing, sorting, and purification. Every stage is designed to remove contaminants that could interfere with later manufacturing. Even tiny amounts of unwanted elements such as iron, aluminium, or titanium can compromise the performance of future semiconductor devices. Once purified, the quartz enters one of the most energy-intensive industrial processes on Earth. Inside electric arc furnaces operating at temperatures exceeding 2000 degrees Celsius, quartz reacts with carbon to produce metallurgical-grade silicon. Although this silicon is already remarkably pure, it remains nowhere near suitable for microchips. The semiconductor industry requires purity measured not in percentages, but in individual atoms. The next stage involves chemical purification. Silicon is converted into specialized gases before undergoing repeated refining until purity approaches levels almost impossible to imagine. Modern semiconductor manufacturing often requires silicon exceeding 99.9999999% purity. Engineers sometimes describe this as 9 nines or even 11 nines of purity. At these levels, contamination is measured in parts per billion or even parts per trillion. The purified silicon is then melted and slowly grown into enormous single crystals using processes perfected over decades of research. These cylindrical crystals, known as ingots, may weigh hundreds of kilograms while maintaining an almost perfect atomic structure throughout their entire length. Precision diamond saws slice these ingots into extremely thin wafers that eventually become the foundation for thousands of individual microchips. These wafers travel to fabrication plants, commonly called fabs, where some of the most advanced manufacturing processes ever created take place. Hundreds of individual processing steps gradually transform blank silicon disks into sophisticated integrated circuits containing billions of transistors. Every artificial intelligence accelerator, smartphone processor, medical scanner, and spacecraft computer begins its life as one of these polished silicon wafers. The importance of silicon has grown dramatically with the rise of artificial intelligence. Training advanced AI models requires enormous numbers of specialized processors capable of performing trillions of calculations every second. Graphics processing units, AI accelerators, and high-performance computing chips all depend upon exceptionally pure silicon. Without reliable supplies of semiconductor-grade materials, the expansion of artificial intelligence would slow dramatically. The global semiconductor supply chain therefore begins much earlier than many people realize. Before engineers design processors or companies manufacture chips, mining companies must locate suitable quartz deposits. Geological surveys, mining operations, chemical processing plants, and crystal growing facilities form the hidden foundation supporting the entire digital economy. Geography plays an increasingly important role in this system. Countries possessing high-quality quartz deposits gain access to valuable industrial opportunities. Others depend upon international trade to secure raw materials essential for their technology industries. Although quartz itself represents only one part of the semiconductor supply chain, secure access to raw materials has become an increasingly important strategic consideration. Norway, the United States, Brazil, and several other countries possess significant deposits of high-purity quartz suitable for advanced industrial applications. Processing capacity, however, is distributed across multiple nations. Silicon production, wafer manufacturing, semiconductor fabrication, equipment manufacturing, and chip packaging all occur in different parts of the world, creating one of the most interconnected industrial systems ever constructed. This complexity creates both resilience and vulnerability. International cooperation allows companies to specialize in highly advanced manufacturing processes. At the same time, disruptions affecting any stage of the supply chain can influence global semiconductor production. The COVID-19 pandemic demonstrated how quickly shortages can spread through industries dependent upon microchips, affecting automobiles, consumer electronics, healthcare equipment, and countless other sectors. Artificial intelligence has intensified these pressures. Every new generation of AI hardware requires increasingly sophisticated semiconductors. Data centers supporting large language models consume vast numbers of advanced processors, driving unprecedented demand throughout the semiconductor industry. As AI applications continue expanding into healthcare, finance, manufacturing, defense, and scientific research, demand for silicon-based electronics shows little sign of slowing. Environmental considerations are equally important. Mining, purification, and semiconductor manufacturing consume significant amounts of energy and water. Companies are investing heavily in cleaner production methods, renewable electricity, water recycling, and improved efficiency to reduce environmental impact. Future competitiveness may depend not only on production capacity, but also on sustainable manufacturing practices. Research continues exploring alternatives beyond traditional silicon. Materials such as gallium nitride, silicon carbide, and graphene offer advantages for specialized applications. Nevertheless, silicon remains the dominant foundation of modern electronics because of its remarkable combination of performance, availability, and manufacturing maturity. For the foreseeable future, artificial intelligence will continue relying primarily upon silicon-based processors. The geopolitical implications extend far beyond mining. governments increasingly recognize that semiconductor independence requires control over multiple stages of production, including raw materials, refining, wafer manufacturing, fabrication equipment, and advanced packaging. Industrial policy has therefore shifted toward strengthening domestic capabilities while maintaining reliable international partnerships. This changing landscape has transformed what once appeared to be an ordinary geological resource into an essential component of national security. Countries now compete not only for software leadership, but also for the industrial foundations enabling future technological development. Semiconductor resilience has become as strategically important as energy security once was during the 20th century. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of this story is the contrast between origin and destination. The processors driving today's most sophisticated artificial intelligence systems begin as silent quartz formations that formed hundreds of millions of years before humanity existed. Ancient geological processes now underpin some of the most advanced technologies our civilization has ever created. Every AI model generating text, analyzing medical images, controlling autonomous vehicles, or accelerating scientific discovery ultimately depends upon materials extracted from the Earth. Behind every cloud computing platform stands a supply chain stretching from remote mining sites to some of the cleanest manufacturing facilities ever built. The digital revolution remains deeply connected to geology. The future will likely strengthen this relationship rather than weaken it. As computing power increases and artificial intelligence expands into every sector of society, demand for semiconductor materials will continue rising. Engineers will develop smaller transistors, faster processors, and more efficient manufacturing methods, yet every advancement will still begin with remarkably pure silicon derived from ancient quartz. Silicon sands, therefore, represents far more than an industrial story. It reveals how modern civilization depends upon unexpected foundations. While attention often focuses on algorithms, software, and artificial intelligence, the true beginning of the digital age lies beneath some of the world's oldest deserts. Long before the first computer was built, geology had already prepared the material that would one day power humanity's most advanced machines. The next breakthrough in artificial intelligence may be announced in a laboratory, demonstrated in a data center, or unveiled by a technology company. But its origins will still trace back to a handful of carefully selected quartz crystals formed deep within the Earth's crust millions of years ago. In the 21st century, the future of intelligence may begin with nothing more remarkable than a grain of exceptionally pure sand. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the forces shaping our future, be sure to explore our other documentaries examining the technologies redefining modern civilization. And if you want to keep exploring the biggest questions about science, power, and the future of humanity, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us for the next journey into the unknown.